Who is this ghastly man?
Your one and only favorite Muppet. What's up, Boomerites? How we doing? It's good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting into a video called All the Ways That Americans Are Traveling Wrong in Europe. So I clicked on it because it mentioned something about American tourist stereotypes. And immediately I'm thinking of Harry Enfield's sketch where he plays that American. He's like, put it there, pal. What a guy. What a guy. Bum diddly, Idaho. You know, that kind of thing. So I guess that's a parody on older American tourists. But that's such a great sketch. That might be my all-time favorite Harry Enfield sketch. But this should be an interesting video. I don't think this is strictly a UK video. I think this is Europeans in general who are talking about how they view American tourists, which a lot of us embarrass ourselves as. Because I'm coming right off the video of that one guy interacting with the police in London, and that infuriated me. That is the ultimate no-no. But it'll be interesting to see different countries in Europe and their perspective on American tourists. It'll be interesting. This is brought to you by BuzzFeed. Bring me. I've heard of BuzzFeed. I don't think I've ever checked out any of their stuff though. But it must be a branch channel or something. But I'll put the link for their channel in the description below this video for you guys. And remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. Let's check this out and see what it's all about here. Here we go.
What I like about American tourists is nothing. I'm kidding.
Oh!
This is how we know you're an American tourist. Normally in Spain, we're dark-eyed, dark-haired, so when you see this stud who's tall, muscly, and probably shouting something in English, he probably is American.
Usually if you're at a Starbucks, the majority of the people there are American. Because if you're Spanish, you're just gonna go to cafe.
If there's an American watching, please stop going to Starbucks and go to an actual cafe. Please. Please. I know Queen Boomer loves Starbucks, but I can't stand it.
That's where the good coffee's at.
I think I can identify if it's an American if he or she is taking a lot of selfies.
Everybody in a restaurant puts ice into every sort of liquid drink, no matter if it's beer or especially in water.
When I'm in France, I can definitely tell you're American when you are very impressed with old buildings and you stop to admire buildings while you walk very slowly and you smile. Americans tend to smile a lot, which I personally love, but French people don't do that.
That's me. I love old buildings, man. You got me. This girl knows me. That's me. If anything's old, it's been there for a long time, I'm going to sit there and stare at it and smile and be like, wow, that is definitely me. Maybe I'm an old soul. I don't know.
I think they're always like down to party, have fun. You see them just really, I think they're really great tourists overall.
Oh, a compliment.
The American tourist stereotypes would be that they have skin red as a lobster. Check. True. Another stereotype would be that they come to Spain to party. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. That they come to Spain to get laid. Ding, ding, ding. And that they come to Spain to try Spanish food. I think they run to McDonald's.
I have seen a lot of
Not me. Not me. I want to try the Spanish food. Thank you very much. I would love to try the Spanish food. Mexican food, I'm not too fond of, but Spanish food, yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
I would love to try it.
And that they come to Spain to try Spanish food.
Sign me up.
I think they run to McDonald's.
I have seen a lot of Americans act like frat boys when they visit. You see them in parks, shotgunning beers. This is a stereotype, but it's definitely true. It is also true that American tourists that are female are really in love with everything. They go everywhere in the street and they're like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Oh my God, the best thing I've ever had. Oh my God, this guy is so hot. This is true.
Some stereotypes that Spaniards have about American tourists would be, I guess, the typical baseball cap wearing, loud, gum chewing, kind of oblivious to what's going on around them. I don't agree entirely with all of this. I think that more and more so, there's an awareness that's coming with other cultures and getting to know other cultures. And I think that when Americans go and travel now, it's with an open-mindedness that they didn't have before maybe, so it might be just an antiquated kind of stereotype that's no longer relevant today. Obviously, there are some things that still stick. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's this oblivious kind of entitled person that they're made out to be. That's not true.
We always assume that you guys are from LA. Like,
I like what that guy said there, but when he talked about the entitled thing, he's definitely, there's definitely that guy that I reacted to a couple days ago. Well, I reacted to it today, but it will have already aired. So please go check out that video, because I don't usually get upset in videos. I got really upset at this guy for giving the UK police all that crap. And he literally said, I would know because I'm American. I'm getting worked up thinking about it. But go check out that video if you want to see me get upset.
always. She's like, are you from Hollywood? No. New York, Broadway. It's like, no. You're from Ohio? What? Where? Not interested.
The most stereotypical is the American that doesn't know how to dress, that drinks a lot, and that is very loud. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. And even if it's true, don't worry about it, because you're just being yourself, and there's nothing better than being yourself.
Hey.
First thing that could probably give an American away is probably how loud they are.
Really loud.
Loud sometimes.
Really loud.
American tourists are pretty loud, but we do have Italians right next to us, so we're used to it.
One thing that I've noticed is that Americans at restaurants usually clink their glasses like super loud together, and the cutlery, and are just like very loud.
American tourists normally come to Spain to party. They've heard of Ibiza and sangria and tapas and all this fun stuff, so they just want to unleash for that time, and sometimes they're really loud, really blonde, really tall and attractive, and it's annoying because you can't be beautiful, tall, and loud.
It would be a little helpful if Americans could learn a few words before actually going to Italy.
Yes, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. I didn't just walk into Greece without learning some words. Maybe I didn't learn sentences, but I definitely learned some words before I went. So, and I actually knew a couple words before I went, but I made an effort to learn more words before I went, and it paid off. It paid off. I had some Greeks that were actually impressed with some of the words that I learned. If you could be impressed by that sort of thing. If they faked being impressed, then, more power to them. At least I gave an effort. You know what I mean?
All the Americans assume that everyone speaks English.
It's funny that Americans think they know pizza when they actually don't, and it's even more funny when they try the real pizza for the first time and realize that it's so good, more than theirs. Please, no ketchup and no garlic sauce on your pizza. It's a big no-no.
No, I would never do that.
To not know what's going on in the country they are visiting.
You think that the whole world is US. Everything that is out of US you don't care about and don't know about.
One thing American tourists do in France that annoys a lot of French people, they're used to having really great service, and we're not great at that in France. So they go in bars and restaurants and they have for just a cup of water and they never get it. Or they ask for their waiter and he comes like maybe 3 hours later. That people expect a really great service and they just don't really have it.
I tend to agree with that, but 3 hours later, I mean, if you're there to eat and you don't get a waiter for 3 hours, I ain't eating there. So maybe France is not the place to go. I kid. I would love to go to all these places, but 3 hours for a waiter? Yeah. I think that would piss anybody off. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh, this will be good.
Yeah, I was a waitress back in France, and I knew Americans would tip a lot, so that was a really good thing.
Yes,
but
we do.
generally, I just like the fact that American tourists are nice and they know what they're looking for. They will ask you for recommendations and they will try to start conversations with you, because I think American tourists really rely on recommendations from locals, and they're not scared to come and talk to you.
What Spanish people love about American tourists is that we have seen all these movies about the American dream. So we want to ask a lot of questions, we want to practice our English, we never do, and we just want to look at your faces. You're handsome guys.
Man, this is a horny woman. Okay, so if you're single, go to Spain. Well, if you're American, I don't know how they'd take. This channel is definitely dominated by the great and lovely people of the United Kingdom. So if she's into English guys, Scottish guys, Irish guys, maybe Spain is the place for you, my single gentleman out there.
Two things I really like about American tourists is that they're really friendly, like overly so. It's super cute actually, and they tip like very well.
I like about American tourists that they are very open to new things.
They can be nicer than Italians, actually.
You guys drink a lot, like we do, so we are actually very compatible. So because we're gonna have a lot of fun, and many of the times I had my greatest time in Italy was when I met Americans in Rome, just having fun, and they're awesome people to talk with. I really enjoy your vibe, your energy, and when American tourists are in my country, yes, I can spot them, but because I can spot them, I can have fun with them, and that's very enjoyable.
But you guys are fun as hell. When you go there, you're there to fully participate in everything that's going on. And I've never run into an American that you take out for the night and isn't completely on board for everything that you do. And they're incredibly social. They are very willing to have conversations and get to know you and know more about your experiences. We love the energy of American tourists. We love it.
Wow, I feel like that was actually surprising to me. That was loaded with. I felt like it was more compliments than making fun of Americans. Here's the thing, though: if this was a video where there were no people from the UK or Australia or Ireland or New Zealand in here. And if there was, this is just a hunch, because I feel like I'm getting to know you guys a lot better. But if there was, I feel like there would be a lot more honesty. Bless these people. They were very kind. But I feel like they held back a lot, and they wanted to be nice about how they feel about American travelers. I don't think, if this was a video where you interviewed a bunch of people from the UK, you would not get these responses. Well, maybe you would, but not nearly as much. They would be much more honest. Like, you would definitely get one dude in there who would look at the camera and be like, listen, you American Muppets, this is what you do not do when you come over here, because I'm tired of telling you this shit. Something like that would happen, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys can let me know in the comments below. But I'm shocked by all the compliments. I think that one guy was very right about Americans, when they're traveling, they love to participate in whatever it is you got going on over there. I think that's very true, especially if they're young. If they're older American tourists, maybe not so much. But if they're young American tourists, they would definitely love to participate in whatever you suggest to them, even if it's bad for them. So yeah, and that one girl really likes Americans. She thinks we're very good looking over here. There's beautiful people in every country. Maybe if she toured around some of the areas where we have heftier people walking around, she might change her mind. I don't know. But she was very nice. They were all very nice. It was a very pleasant video to react to. I liked it a lot. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and your experiences with American tourists. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And I'll see you again soon. And hopefully in the fall, or fall at the earliest is when I'm trying to get over there. So hopefully I'll get my Muppet butt over there pretty soon. All right? Peace out. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time, Boomerites.